Leave me alone.
All right. We are live? Question mark. We are live. Hello, welcome to another episode of the BCS Sports Show. It's your boys. We have a lot of things this week between football and the NBA over like the last 24 hours. Has many things have happened. How are you feeling with the Colts? How are you feeling about losing to the Chiefs in, was it overtime? Did it go to overtime or was it?
We talked about it. Why do you want to make me relive my trauma for a second
Just
straight week?
or I'm sorry, the Texans. I'm not talking Chiefs. Sorry, I meant the Texans.
They didn't make a field goal, so you know what? I think we're even.
That is true. That was questionable. Though I don't know. The camera angle though, maybe.
It was to the right, so I don't know if they're gonna be like, well, it crossed over.
Yeah, after that I have a rule change suggestion. Can we make it so it's a box and not this it goes up forever? Can we put a pole on the top and you have to hit the middle? Like hit it inside the actual like uprights and under a bar?
You know what I want?
What?
And this might be a stupid idea, but it'd be really, really funny. It would make like someone like Perna's job funnier too.
Uh-huh.
What if instead, if it was good, the uprights went green, and if it was bad, it goes red.
Ooh, yeah. I don't see why you couldn't do that. There's already chips in the football.
Have any issues.
Yeah. Yeah, you just use lasers to like.
Yeah, it's just like they do in tennis.
Yeah. It is crazy how like soccer VAR and tennis have like this crazy technology that's like down to the millimeter, and the NFL is still like, yeah, we don't know. It probably went in, so we'll go with that. Yeah. So
it's so dumb.
it is.
So I don't know we don't know what a catch is, and we don't know what a goddamn field goal is anymore.
Yeah. As we play more and more, we learn less and less, is what I'm hearing.
We know nothing.
We know nothing. But yeah, that was a tough loss by the Colts. Though, give him credit. Give Danny Dimes credit. He's playing on a broken leg. Sauce Gardner didn't tear his Achilles. So
I'm telling you though, their fall from 7-1 to 8-9 and missing the playoffs will be studied. It's gonna be funnier. Is Steichen will not get fired.
I don't. Do you really think they end up 8-9 or whatever it is?
I do.
Really?
I've seen this movie. I've seen this movie before.
Like, you don't think they rally and get like 2 or 3 of these?
No, because
it's not like
a loser.
But
the problem, Shane is a loser, and
okay, yeah, fair.
It's stupid. It's dumb to think that the loser's gonna fix it. Here's the real funny bit of it all is I don't think any of the coaches from that Philly staff that left after the Super Bowl that year have done jack diddly shit. They've all been mediocre as hell. I think Gannon's best year was like 8-9. Steichen's best year was 8-9.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals are sucking even worse than the Colts are. True. So I'm starting to think that the coaching tree from Philly is a bunch of losers, is what I think it is.
I mean, you may not be wrong, especially because that Philly team, it feels to me, is more of a product of their general manager rather than any type of coaching that exists. Yeah.
And the whole thing is, it's not that I don't think there's necessarily talent on the squad. I think Steichen's problem is Steichen's an idiot.
Fair.
Is what it is. It's like he doesn't have I think what he really wanted with Daniel Jones is he's trying to look for Jalen Hurts, a Jalen Hurts-esque player, and he thought Anthony Richardson was that because he's kind of a bigger guy.
Yeah,
he can kind of run these more like spreads.
Just Anthony Richardson can't throw for shit, so
he can't throw for shit. And then you go to Daniel Jones, who's a mobile, same thing, mobile, tall quarterback but he can throw. And it worked for a while, but the teams adjusted to what you were doing.
Yeah.
And you don't have the talent to readjust.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely have been teams adjusting, right? Like, we've seen all the games they lose, Jonathan Taylor kind of gets iced out of the game.
Yeah, like I said, it's sort of
Like,
the thing where I said
yeah,
they're kind of like the Bills, where it's like you get them one dimensional, they can't do anything,
yep, I would agree with that.
and that's such a problem. So that's why it's just like, well, what do I expect from them when it's like they're doing what I figured. They're in a stretch where it's like if they're gonna go 0-4, they'll. Like I said, I think they're just gonna lose out. They might win
Right,
a game, but I don't think they're making the postseason. I think the team's adjusted and they're too stupid to readjust.
right. Maybe. I mean, I hope you're wrong because I think the Colts are the best team in that division still, and I mean, it's not like they're losing by a lot. They're close games, so it's
I mean, if anything, you're gonna say they're charging, which is like
oh yeah, that's
part of it, which is part of the problem. Where it's
yeah,
like they're gonna lose. You're gonna be like, oh, they lose all these one score games.
right, yeah,
Like, what do you? Like, what do you? I don't know what to do. It's not like you're the. I don't know. I guess the whole thing is it one of those situations where it's like they might just beat everybody out because all they have to do is win one out of two, and if they win the second one, that's the one that matters against the two other teams.
it
Granted,
could be yeah,
The Texans game will be on the road, but I
mhm.
guess the whole thing is I guess it's not out of the question that Stroud gets hurt again.
Right, because he has had a history of being injured.
And it's not like Nico Collins, sort of the same thing. And then
Hmm.
Jacksonville, it seems like Jacksonville's faltering a little bit.
And
I
that's
don't
just what
know.
Jacksonville
I'm
does.
not.
They implode on themselves. So
I'm
like,
not expecting him to win on Sunday between the curse wheel cursing them again, and then them just being cursed in the state of Florida,
yeah, that's tough.
in Jacksonville. It's double screwed. It's not going to be good
Yeah.
unless two negatives make a positive.
Hey, maybe that's how it works in math. So you know, maybe. Um,
So,
yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, it sucks. Their schedule is pretty tough the rest of the way, but like I said, I kind of expect Jacksonville to just kind of fall apart because it's just what that franchise does. Like the Texans have injuries pretty much always. The 49ers is your other 49ers Seahawks. Like the 49ers are hurt all the time. Like
and the Seahawks will beat the shit out of us.
oh, 100%. Yeah, the Seahawks will kick your guys' heads in 100%. That's the one game I'm like, yeah, you guys don't have a chance. But the other five, like to me, those are could break either way type games.
I mean,
Um,
we'll see what happens.
yeah, like it's not like you don't have any bad losses, so you at least have that going for you, right? Was a close game. The Texans was a close game, and it was CJ Stroud's return and all that stuff. So
The whole thing is, at some point, it's like you have to win those,
oh, absolutely, yeah, and it
which is the problem.
yeah. So hooray. Do we want to? Can we talk about the Broncos and how everyone is bearing?
Torture.
Yeah, it is torture. Absolutely.
It's. I go back to what I originally said. It just feels like the year you guys won it with Manning, where the offense was kind of
Yes.
just sluggish, but your defense just
Beat the crap out of
beats the
everybody.
shit out of everybody.
Yeah. And that's pretty much. I mean, the Commanders put up 26 on us. Um, but to me, that was a weird one because Mariota's crazy mobile. Like, and that's not something that we have to deal with a whole lot. Is playing someone who's as mobile as Mariota is. So, um, I don't know. A lot of the Broncos fans are kind of doomers right now because, yeah, we've won 9 straight, but they're all close wins, and it's like, how are you letting a 3-9 team take you to overtime? It's like, well, we're still winning that game. Like, I mean, a win's a
But a
win.
lot of it too is there were some like realistically should have gone overtime. I think that penalty, that unsportsmanlike conduct against Benito, was a bullshit penalty.
Yeah, there was some questionable. The last 2 minutes in overtime of that game were officiated horrifically. Like there was one
I don't
point
know.
where that last 2 minutes they were sitting for like 5 minutes discussing some call. I don't remember what it was,
I
but
don't. The funny part is that pass interference on, was it Benito again?
Hufanga, the one that would have won the game
Hufanga?
in overtime.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like, I don't think that was PI because I don't think he would have caught it anyway.
maybe. I mean, there was one where he definitely got there early, and it's like, okay, I get it. It was the one where
I
Mariota escaped and almost was sacked for the
No, it wasn't
loss.
that one. It was
Okay, it
the
was another one.
pass because the pass because it looked like the receiver was falling anyway.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know what you're doing.
Right. Yeah, there were some weird calls in that game for sure. And like, I don't know. I still feel good about the Broncos. Their defense definitely gave up more than they should have, but
I think a
like
lot of
they're
that
gonna
has
have
to
those
do.
games sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
but also too, it's Mariota, and you're not real. No, you're not prepared for that, regardless. Even though you know he's starting, like you don't really know what's gonna happen in that game.
yeah, absolutely. Especially because like
'Cause-
that offense is so weird with him in it. Like they're running read options and all, and his escapability is amazing out of the pocket. Like, and
Yeah,
he played really well considering it's freaking Marcus Mariota, like throwing the
and
ball.
too, like and it seemed like the wide receivers like actually like were working well
Yes.
for a while.
Well, yeah, the Zach Ertz and Terry McLaurin went crazy, and then that Traylon Burks catch for the touchdown, the one hander,
Yeah, the one
that thing was nuts. Yeah, like how
Yeah,
many
so, I mean,
times is that gonna
the whole thing
happen?
the whole thing is you're like you said. I think you're gonna have games like that,
Mm.
so it's not. It's just the way the cookie
Yeah,
crumbles.
it's just how it works sometimes. But it's funny watching the Broncos fans implode on themselves over a win. It's like, hey guys, we need to win these
Take
games.
a win.
Like a win is a win.
This is where I laugh. Where it's like I think having someone like Perna, who's a Broncos fan, like in the main,
Kind of
not in the
mainstream social media. I mean, in terms of like
but in terms
creators
of
and
like,
content creators, he is.
and the whole thing is, as much as he memes, hating as much as he memes like with the Broncos, I think he's actually really level headed when it comes to him.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
even he's just like, even he was like, just take the damn win. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna look it. We it's like just take the win.
Yeah, that's the thing. Take the win, and also like this team isn't built on an explosive offense.
No,
We're
and
built on a
too,
defense. All of our games will be close. That's just how it works when
too,
your team is built that way. Like,
also, this was a very weird week overall too, because like
it was. Yeah.
the Rams lost to the
The Panthers
after
yeah.
like a multiple interception game.
Yeah, it was a weird week. I mean, holiday weeks are just kind of weird like that. Like, so yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I'm not too worried about the Broncos. I know a lot of people are, but as long as they keep winning, I don't care how it looks. I'll take it. Like,
yeah,
we're at this point, we're going to be in the playoffs in all likelihood. It would take a pretty epic collapse. And once we're there, like the games end up being these gross affairs that are slow and defensive oriented. Like, to me, this is like the Broncos are going to be in a better position because of it. So
yeah.
Hooray. Go horse teams.
Yeah, there you go.
Go. Oh, yeah, you can't do the Rams. I was going to say
No.
go Ungalates or whatever. That includes the Dolphins too, but that's okay. They suck, so we can join. We can let them join. All right. Do you want to talk about the NBA stuff that's happened in the last 24 hours?
Which one do you want to start? Can we
There's
start with the one that I think's funnier?
the Clippers one. Absolutely. Yeah.
That okay. I like the idea that he got booted at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, they're like, "Hey, you're not on the team anymore." Like,
and here's what's funny is someone this morning made the comment that like Blake Griffin wanted to retire Clipper, they'd send him to Detroit.
Yep. Right after he signed a contract. Yep.
And now this with Chris Paul. Here's what's even funnier is somebody they made, this is what the funniest bit was. Is somebody made the an insider was like, I'm not saying it'll happen, but it could happen. The Lakers have an open roster spot. They can't sign anybody for a month.
Gotcha.
And they're like, just saying. And somebody put, just saying, they could use a veteran point guard.
I mean, kinda.
And the whole thing is he can go wherever he wants to go. So if he's sort of like, they can just be like, hey, we want you because one, at that point, if something were to happen to Luka, which might happen,
yeah,
Chris Paul can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it will happen, but I'm saying I think it would be really, really funny.
Yeah, there is actually some really weird salary cap stuff with this because of how the Clippers are constructed. So like they can't really waive him
No.
because if they do, it'll put him at 13 players on the roster and they have to re-sign another guy, which will put him into the second apron, like regardless of what that vet minimum is. And
Right.
then they have to wait until December 15th to trade him anyway. So it's like,
I don't think he's gonna get traded.
well, I think that might be the only way he actually is able to leave the Clippers. Unless the Clippers are willing to pay the luxury tax, which like the second apron,
They
which if they
might.
are, like their team sucks. I don't know why they would want to.
The Clippers or the Lakers?
The Clippers. Like
Mm.
so like there's a weird like salary cap thing with this whole situation. Like the Clippers might be like shooting themselves in the foot financially to get rid of Chris Paul, which is weird.
Stupid.
It's stupid. Well, they're a dumpster fire organization. Let's be 100% honest here. Like,
Yeah, it's just got. It feels like it's just gotten worse.
oh, absolutely. Like, especially since the Kawhi stuff happened this summer, they've kind of been unraveling at the seams, and it seems like it sounds like based on the stuff I read, Chris Paul was being kind of an asshole, like holding people accountable, like a 20-year veteran usually does. And it sounds like a lot of the older guys in the locker room just didn't want to hear it. And it's like, wow, you guys really
Yeah.
want to win, huh? Like, this is no wonder you guys are like 5-17 or whatever it is. Like, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But yeah,
But
that was
it's
weird.
it's so stupid.
It is. It's funny. I think it's hilarious.
We'll see.
So
And then the Giannis thing would broke what like a couple hours ago.
well, there was new development like an hour ago. I don't know if you saw it.
He got hurt. I
He
saw he
got
got
hurt.
hurt.
Yeah, so that throws an entirely different wrinkle in this, especially if it is something like super major. Like
They said it was a calf injury. I saw it. It didn't look like
I
it was anything bad.
maybe. I mean, that's the thing is like they said it was a calf strain, but there have been times before where guys are like, "Hey, it's a calf strain," and then the next day they're like, "Hey, so his Achilles is fucked."
That's what I was wondering.
So like that's and it was non-contact too. That's the other part is like it I don't know. It was not great looking. And hopefully it is just a calf strain, but like just the way the
He could
Achilles
walk
injuries
off
have
his own
happened.
power,
Okay, so I mean that at least that part's good, right? Because that usually is not what
which
happens with
that's
an
gonna be
Achilles.
yeah. So I
So
think that was the whole thing.
yeah. But where do you think he goes? I know Bryce wants the
Miami.
Lakers, but I think there's zero
Miami.
chance that happens.
I think he goes to Miami.
Miami?
The reason why I say that is there have been so many inklings that that's Riley's guy. Like that is the whale
Giannis
Riley's
is
been waiting for.
that's his white whale.
And the
Gotcha.
fact that he didn't hit the open market, I think they had to shift
Mm-hmm.
because if you sort of look at what they were doing, because they got Jimmy Butler. When they got Jimmy Butler, it would sort of seem like, oh, the next logical thing was like Giannis because he was supposed to be free agent last year or the year before.
Right, yeah.
So it sort of seemed like based on what they were it was we're gonna blow our load on Giannis.
Right, yeah.
But now they didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to get other stuff and it didn't work. So at some point they have to pull the trigger on something.
You would think so, yeah.
So that's the only reason why I'm saying like Miami makes the most sense because it feels like if Miami wants to kind of get back to where they were, they have to do something.
Yeah, I mean they're 14-7 right now. They're third in the East.
So the whole
like it kind of makes sense if they want to
is
make a move, win now type thing.
well, here's the whole thing, and this is the funny part where I think it'll shoot him in the foot. Is are they willing to give up Tyler Hero?
I would
been
hope
in the
so, man.
past.
They have to. They have to.
So if they continue their stubbornness of like we don't want to trade you anyone of value, then then it's like you're gonna keep doing what you're doing, where it's gonna be like where you're gonna because the whole thing is too. It's like the only player I would literally this is what I would do if I was Miami with this. I don't care if he's injured or not. If it's his calf, Achilles, whatever.
Right.
I just literally tell him, hey, we'll give you as many picks as you want. You can have any player but Bam. Go wild.
Yeah, I think that is fair. Yeah, you can have any. Yeah, like
that's what I would do.
I would definitely say no Bam. I would probably say, hey, choose one of Hero or Norman Powell. And that way you still have like a guard that can play. Like,
Yeah, so like,
but I
yeah,
agree with like give them all the
you get one of
picks.
the like. All we want is just like, hey, you kids can't have both. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Like
like
Norm Powell or whatever.
yeah, and
Everybody
then
else, fuck them.
all the picks, and here's Jaime Jaquez as a sweetener, like um and
Yeah,
I have
so
no idea if the money works with any of that, but yeah, I agree.
I
Like you basically give up everything you can except for Bam.
it in terms of the Lakers thing, I don't think it would work. The only reason I say I don't think it would work is I personally I'd rather keep Reeves at this point.
Yeah, and that's the thing is if he goes to the Lakers, Reeves is 100% gone. Like that
If
is
they'll take Kincaid, they can have Kincaid, but I think they'd want Reeves, and I'd rather
well,
keep Reeves.
salary wise, I think you would have to get rid of one of LeBron,
But they can have
Reeves, or
LeBron.
Luca. Well, the thing is, LeBron's going to say no. LeBron is like one of like two players with a no trade clause. Like,
Yeah, so
so
so the whole thing, so like I kind of said, and at this point, it's like I think they're fine the way they are because it's like you if you were to take Giannis for for Reeves, I mean, what is that? What is that going to yield you realistically?
yeah, I mean, yeah, it weakens your perimeter. Like you get better defensively, but Reeves is playing like an all-star, like third team all NBA level guy. So
Yeah, so
like it's an upgrade, but I don't know if it's not that crazy of an upgrade.
mhm.
So the other two teams that I think are in play, and one I mentioned earlier was the Knicks. I think that is a real possibility. I mean, that's been reported as a real
To the
possibility.
Knicks,
Yeah, the Knicks. Um, and it might be a OG and Mikal Bridges type thing.
maybe.
So, but I mean, we'll see with that one. And then the other one that I think is probably at least decently likely is the Spurs because they're actually good now,
Maybe.
and Wemby and Victor Wembanyama would be an absolutely disgusting combination. And the Spurs have like all the young players and picks to trade. Like that's the thing with them is Milwaukee would be able to get a giant haul from the Spurs.
I want you to know. So I'm just opening. I opened Twitter because I want to see if anything changed.
Uh-huh.
And someone, the shot, shame saying like, oh, they want to get traded, so expect illusion coming the weeks. Somebody goes, like your fans are gonna cook up the most disgustingly offensive trade proposals you've ever seen. You can't even yell at them because it already worked once.
That's true. Like you guys have already seen the most disgustingly lopsided trade in Luca, and you know what? You guys are right to call for it again because it happened once. Like, where's Nico working these days?
I don't know, where is Nico working these days?
Who the fuck knows, man?
He's probably at a Starbucks or something. Who knows?
Man, those places are dangerous. He should not go to a Starbucks. He's gonna get swindled out of his bank account if he's not careful.
Oh God. Oh no.
I guess he tried, and maybe this was made up, but I think he tried to go to like a local restaurant in Dallas, like after he got fired, and they booed him out. It's like, bro, you cannot live in Dallas anymore. You don't understand. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, you're kind of
No, that man should never set foot in honestly Texas again because he is.
Mm-hmm.
He has made the worst trade in sports history, not just NBA history. I think that's the worst trade in sports history. All right. The last thing I have on NBA is I just want to say the Nuggets have had 3 different players score 50 points this year. Jamal Murray went for 52 tonight. Aaron Gordon on opening night, and Jokic went for 60 like 2 weeks ago. And I'm very happy with my team, even though we're in the infirmary right now. But hell yeah.
Still second in the West, so
I know, yeah, you guys are second in the West. We've hit a little skid. It's been
so I can't complain.
Not a great time.
And I would just like to say, like, Austin Reed. You know what's funny? I sent this to my buddy because he loves his NBA white boys, and I'm just gonna read this. I'm gonna read this off because I think it'll. you're gonna hate it.
I do like the Reeves and Luca romance that's happening.
Oh, you're gonna hate this.
Okay,
you're gonna hate this. Alrighty, you ready to have your mind blown here?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send I'm gonna send this to you
You're gonna send it,
because
okay?
I don't want you to think like I'm bullshitting when I'm and
When
plus it'll
you
be easier to
say
read
it,
off my thing. It'll be easier to read.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So there it is. I
Okay,
just sent
shut the
it to you.
fuck up. I see Kobe. Let's not do this part right now.
I'm just gonna read this for everyone here, for the two people here. I'm just going to read this. You can
No,
do what you.
stop it. Stop it. I gotta check these stats on Basketball Reference. There's no way this is true. There's no way.
What? What?
No.
What are you upset about?
No, no, no,
What?
no, no, no. You do
We
not
got the
get
white
white Kobe
mamba,
Bryant. You're not getting the white Mamba. No, 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 no.
Accept your fate.
No, 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 no. I'm like what's his face? John Berthel in that movie where he's just like at the dinner table having PTSD. No, no, no.
No, 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 no.
7, 6, 15, 19, 9, 22, 28, half. 7 through 15, 50. Yeah, fuck off, man. That's crazy. I hate that so much. Now, luckily, Austin Reeves is not the defender Kobe was, so
that's fine.
I'll take it. I'll take. You know what? That's fine. I have a silver lining here.
First 5 years compared to Austin Reeves' first 5 years are scary. Similar
in terms of scoring. Yes.
In terms of score, well, even the numbers themselves, assist, whatever. That scoring is spot on.
1, 3, 5, 6. Oh yeah. No, the assist numbers are pretty comparable as well.
How do you feel about knowing that you're about to be tortured by the white mamba?
You know what? That makes me so sad. I thought I was done with having to deal with the Lakers. Because I was like seriously, this time last year is like LeBron is old, like Anthony Davis is hurt all the time. I don't have to deal with them for like 3 or 4 years while they rebuild.
Thank you, Dallas.
And then fucking Luka gets traded, and they get Austin Reeves undrafted, and he becomes an all-star.
You know what the best part is
what are we doing, NBA?
Here's what
Spurs could have restricted free agent, signed him away for free.
This is what's funny. This is what's so funny.
Yeah.
All of us thought that the trade for Luka was a joke.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone in the world was like, this isn't real. No, someone hacked Shams. 100%. That's how insane that trade is, and why we'll be talking about it 50 years from now.
What I want to know, what's their record since that trade? What's the Lakers record since the trade?
Well, they are 16-6 so far this year, something like that.
Let's see. Lakers
15-5.
The Lakers, the Lakers with Luka are 30-14.
That's pretty good. That's solid. I mean, that's like 66% winning percentage, something like that.
He was 18-10. He was 18-10 last year in the 28 games he played. This year he's 12-4 in the 16 he's played so far.
Oh yeah, those are only games he played. Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is what I was looking for. So with him playing, they're 30-14, which is pretty good.
That is really good. That's that'll put you in top 4 in the West. That's not bad. So this fucking Lakers, man, this is crazy.
Austin Reeves, baby.
I hate it. One day. We've already, luckily as a Nuggets fan, we got our couple years in where we were able to knock you out in the playoffs a couple times. So, I can't be too upset because the Nuggets do have Lakers killer Jamal Murray still. So,
enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown to come back. Our defense just dies when those two guys aren't on the floor. It's bad. So
we can continue to talk basketball. I can just ruin your Nuggets for you even more now.
Yeah, I want to hear the bad Nuggets stats.
I don't have any bad Nuggets.
Oh, okay. You just want to ruin the Nuggets? Lakers. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. The only thing that matters is the playoffs. Like, did we have it's like, did we have a bad loss to the Mavericks and a Wemby-less Spurs and the Kings and the Bulls? Of course, and the Blazers. That's who we've lost to this year. Our losses this year are Mavs, Spurs without Wemby, Kings, Bulls, Blazers, and Warriors. It's like those are not teams we should be losing against, but whatever. It's
It
fine.
happens.
It's fine. As long as we make the playoffs, I'll be fine. As long as everyone's healthy on the playoffs, I'll be good. All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we want to talk about before we do football picks?
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
got nothing. Do you have anything?
No. The Avs are still crazy in hockey, so they still only have one loss. It's a good time. I'm gonna go see your Ducks next month. Going to the Avs Ducks game next month. It's gonna be sick. All right. Picks. Let me pull up the Yahoo app because the computer one, I don't like it. All right, Thursday night, we got Cowboys at Lions. Lions are favored -3.
Oh, we're doing that. Sorry.
Oh, that's all good. That's all good.
You can go first. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I put.
I put Cowboys +3, but I don't feel good about it.
I think I took the Cowboys too.
Did you? Okay. We can wait until you get it pulled up. My bad. I shifted pretty quick. Depressing Nuggets stuff.
Good. Oh, fine. Oh, good. Oh, it signed me out.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Yahoo.
Oh, there we go. I'm back. Here we go. Where'd it go? Son of a... I can't find the things. Where is it? Oh, there. Fuck. Burrows before hose. There we go.
Hell yeah, that's you.
I took Dallas -3.
Cool.
Or I took Dallas
+3. Yeah, same.
Seattle, Atlanta. I took Seattle +7.
Agree. Seattle's really good. Falcons suck.
Buffalo,
all right.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I took Cincinnati, not because I think they're gonna win, but I think they'll cover.
And also Joe Burrow's back, which is amazing, and he's good. So yeah, I took Bengals as well.
Tennessee, Cleveland. Cleveland -4. I took Cleveland.
Yeah, I took the Titans, but this game might be so bad that like
Here's the whole thing, though. Here's the whole thing. I think Shador's better than Cam Ward.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Cam Ward has been tough.
That's the whole.
But the thing is, they both still suck, though. Like they're both bad.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, I think because it's Shador and Shador's better than Cam, I think that would.
Fair enough. And the Cleveland defense is actually legitimately kind of good. Like,
yeah,
Myles Garrett still plays football, so.
All right. Minnesota, Washington. I took Washington +1 point.
Absolutely.
They should win that game.
They should shit on the Vikings. The Vikings are so bad.
Broken.
Yeah. They have the 2 worst quarterbacks in the NFL, which is crazy to say, but it's true.
Miami, the Jets. I took Miami -3.
Yep. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. Tampa, New Orleans. I took Tampa, and I probably might regret it because the
8.5 is a lot. Yeah, but I took Tampa too.
That's such a big spread.
Yeah, but Baker though, Baker Mayfield, I love him.
Indy at Jacksonville. Who wins? I took Jacksonville because it's only 1.5.
I took Indy.
I will gladly take the L if they win, but I'm just like it.
I am just waiting for Jacksonville to disintegrate under their own weight.
The thing is the logic in my head says it's going to stop, it'll break, but I'm just like, for whatever reason, Jacksonville, it never does.
Yeah. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is completing less than 60% of his passes and has 11 picks to 16 touchdowns. Jacksonville sucks. I don't know how they're 8-4. That's crazy.
It has to come down to is can their defense continue to sort of bend but not break?
Yeah.
Maybe they will.
Well, the thing is though, like bend and not break, great. But I have belief in Jonathan Taylor to break the thing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like there aren't as many players as good as Jonathan Taylor to, hurt that type of defense. But
that's valid.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh. I said Pittsburgh because Baltimore seems like they're caving in.
Yeah, I honestly with that type of game, that probably makes more sense. I said the
but
Ravens, but
the whole thing is too. This is just a spread thing.
yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be a close game, probably.
It just smells like a backdoor cover where it's like they kick a field goal and they go up 6.
Right.
They go
yeah.
up, like, or some bullshit. Well, not 6.
Or go down
you know
3. Like they lose by 3 instead of 6.
They
Absolutely.
lose
Yes.
by 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, did you see the clip where it's like Mike Tomlin says, you can't eat soup with a fork or some shit, and they go out and sign a 2018 Pro Bowler, and that's what they did. They signed Adam Thielen.
They did sign Adam Thielen. That was Adam Thielen is washed, and it's funny that the Vikings released him and were like, "Hey, go win somewhere else." And then the Steelers were like, "Yeah, we'll submit a waiver claim there." It's like, bro, he's got to be so pissed. Yeah, and then
instead of so close to just retiring, he could see the light, and Tom was like, "You want to play for me?"
He was like, "I could sign on a Super Bowl contender and get a ring as the 6th receiver," and then the Steelers go and swing in. I feel bad for Adam Thielen. Yeah, absolutely, yes.
All right, Denver at Vegas. This is the only one. Well, actually, no, I lied. I took Vegas in the points, even though because it's like they should beat the shit out of them. Yeah. But they've been in so many goddamn one-score games.
I had the exact same logic. I took the Raiders points in this one because I love my team. I do not trust them to score more than 8 points than the Raiders. I think they'll win, but it'll be close.
This one I think's insane, and I don't know why it's moved.
Yes.
I don't see Chicago as a -6.5 when they are the best team in the NFC East.
A +6.5. The Packers are favored by 6.5 is crazy.
They're on the road, but like, is the weather gonna be shit on Sunday?
Which, if it is, you should still take the points because it's going to be low scoring then, probably, right? Like, I don't
understand what they think they know and we don't. Sunday it's supposed to be 20 degrees, partly cloudy. I don't see any wind. There's a little bit of wind at 8 miles an hour during that with a few flurries, so maybe that's the logic.
Yeah, I don't.
But I can't see. I don't understand this line.
Agreed. This feels like a line that it's more for the betting thing, where like just so many people have put money on the Packers, they need to offset, so they have like shifted the line way down to get Bears.
What is it? I want to see what is it. DraftKings. Because like is it that way everywhere else? There's no that just seems insane to me.
Yeah, 6.5 with the better team being.
Yeah, it's 6.5 on DraftKings.
Crazy. Like, yeah, that one just feels incorrect. Like, okay, it opened at 3.5.
I think the money went. I think you're right. I wonder if the money skewed so far one direction that it's just
trying to cover their bases. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me, because there's no way this should be this line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And yeah, it's been 6.5 the whole, like, pretty much the whole time. All week. Like it's dipped up to 7 at different times.
So I don't know, unless there's something I'm missing. I don't understand.
I don't know. That one's crazy. Yeah, but I agree. That one is absolutely asinine to me.
Because if anything, because the whole thing is, unless like I'm not giving Green Bay 6 points, or not. I'm not going to be like, yeah, Chicago, here's 6 points. Or I'm like, I'm taking that and running, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. This I don't gamble on games, but this is one where it feels so insane that I'm like
I said, unless they know something we don't know.
Yeah, like an injury maybe, but even then,
an injury, or like, is Chicago historically that bad, like in Green Bay?
I don't think so. Like, historically, yeah, but this is definitely a different Bears team than historically. Like, it's yeah, but I'm with you. This one doesn't make any sense to me, but I guess I'll take the free win, I guess.
Yeah, so Rams at Cardinals.
Yeah,
I'm taking the I took Arizona +8 because, like I said, I am the logic. Give me the points. If I lose with that big of a spread,
Right.
I'll
Yeah,
lose.
you'll take it. I took the Rams bounce back because you can't lose to the Panthers and Cardinals 2 weeks in a row. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. All right, Kansas City to Houston. I took Kansas City because fuck Houston.
I took Houston because fuck
That's
Kansas
fine.
City.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
This is a hate game for
this
both
is a
of
hate
us.
game for both of us. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of hate games, I took the Chargers over Philly.
Yeah, I took the Eagles because fuck the Chargers. Yeah. And also Herbert apparently is still questionable to play, so that is a thing because he
If I
broke
have to
his
change
hand.
it, I'll change it.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he's preparing to play. Whatever. But yeah, fuck the Chargers. What do you have for the score for that game?
17-20 Chargers.
Okay. I have 24-14 Eagles.
The other game I have 14 Houston 14 Kansas City 31.
Okay. I got Houston 27, Kansas City 21. Who's going to score the most points?
All right. Who will score the most points?
Yeah. I got Seattle because I hate the Falcons suck.
I don't know why I put Minnesota. I definitely didn't meet Minnesota.
Yeah, definitely. I know that was a mistake because no one in their right mind should pick Minnesota.
It might have been fewest. I think that might have been my spot for fewest.
That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
The most points I think will be Seattle because I think they suck.
Agreed. I have Seattle too. The least points.
I said Vegas.
I said Vegas as well. It's gonna.
I said I might switch it to
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong. Them being favored in that game is insane, even with the Commanders' injuries and stuff. So, all right,
yeah,
hell yeah, another week of picks.
By the way, I just like to say I am solidifying my number one spot here.
You are, yeah. There's no. I don't think I have a chance. I am down 10 games. So
where are we at? I'm at 95 points. Yeah, I'd have to have like a horrid week, and then Bryce just sort of stop picking.
Yeah, you're 95 and 92. I'm
500, baby.
Yeah, I'm 85 and 102. I have a way to go to even hit 500, and then Bryce skipped, I think, 2 weeks.
Yeah, he just forgets.
Which I don't blame him. And if he didn't forget, I think he'd be winning. So, but we'll take it. He was crushing us until he missed that 1 week.
He was doing well, and then like all of a sudden he just kind of stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't do last week. He did the week before and got 7, but there was 1 week I got 10. I think it was 2 weeks ago where I got 10.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 9. I had 9.
I had 9 last week. I had, I think 10. I had 11 the week prior.
Woof. I suck at this.
I only had 3 wrong last week. That week where we had opposites, or like someone's gonna do really well and someone's gonna suck.
Hey,
I had 11 out of my. I had 11.
Hell yeah.
3.
Yeah, it's been a rough go this season, that's for sure. All right. Before we hop off, do we want to just touch on college football playoff stuff? Do we care?
I don't understand what the shit's going on because Bryce and I talked about this. I think we were talking about this on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make this very. I'm gonna have a take here. It's if people actually listen, would be very mad at me for this.
Okay, I'd love to hear it.
I don't think Miami deserves to get in, and I think unless they win the ACC, if they lose, they shouldn't be in.
Well, here's the thing:
because
they can't win the ACC,
so they shouldn't be in.
Yeah.
This is my problem. This is my logic. I think BYU deserves to be in because if they lose, they've only lost to Texas Tech twice, who's a top 5 team.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna hold that against them,
yes,
and sneak in like an Alabama, I think that's, no offense, I think that's bullshit. And I get it. And mind you, I get it. I shit on the Big 12 all the time. The Big 12 is collectively not very good.
Yep.
However, I think people, I think people really for whatever reason hold something against BYU. And the funny thing is, and somebody was talking about it today because their coach was apparently Siaki was apparently like close
to the Penn State,
was like the favorite Penn State.
Yeah,
and even somebody's talking to somebody on Twitter who's an Oregon fan, and he's like, why? Even he made the comment of like, why would he want to leave BYU to go to Penn State? I fully agree. Why would he want to go to probably next year? You're gonna have what? USC's got the top recruiting class. Ohio State recruits very well. Michigan recruits very well. Oregon recruits very well. Why in God's green earth would you
want to go to that conference? Yeah, that's crazy.
You have those 4 schools you have to deal with where Indiana's on the goddamn rise. So you're probably the 6th best school in yeah, you'll have a better conference, but you're still the 6th best school in the Big Ten.
Yes, absolutely.
Where you could be the number 1 team in the Big 12. And I'm going to tell you, they probably are the best team in the Big 12.
Yes, I think so.
And they're going to do it. And I even said, they're doing this shit in multiple sports. They're doing it in basketball and they're going to do it in football. They are going to run the table in the Big 12. Why would you leave that situation?
Yep.
Now, all that to say is, I do think BYU should get in regardless of the loss.
Yes, they should.
If they lose Saturday, I think this is total bullshit. Alabama shouldn't sniff it. Texas shouldn't sniff it. Because if Texas is going to sniff it, I'm going to be the homer. Put fucking USC in at 12.
Right, yeah.
Seriously, if we're going to play this bullshit and just be like, oh, losses matter. All right, who did USC lose to? The only questionable one, a close bullshit game in Illinois when they were a top 10 team.
Yep.
Notre Dame. Who's a arguably top 5 team.
Yep.
And then they lost to Oregon.
Yeah.
Another top 5 team.
Yep.
All right, what's the fucking difference?
Right. That's
this whole thing, this whole nonsensical bullshit with the SEC needs to stop. I am not a Portnoy guy. For the most part, I think some of the stuff he does is great with his pizza. I think that's great. His takes are dog shit.
Absolutely.
However, I agree with him on this. The Big Ten is what the SEC used to be, and people don't want to accept it.
That's true.
They want to ride the SEC still, and it's like you can.
Yep.
You physically can't. The Big Ten, top to bottom, is going to be the most like bully. They're going to bully each other, and they're going to have really good records when the top teams aren't going to fight each other. That's how it's going to be from now on. It's going to be what the SEC was.
Right.
People just have to accept that fact. That Alabama's time is over. Texas's time is either over or not here. The only SEC school that I think should get in, and they probably will, is like outside. I don't know if they're in the. I don't think they're in the title game. I don't know.
Is Ole Miss?
Oklahoma. Huh?
Yeah,
I think Ole Miss should get in. How's the other one? Ole Miss should get in. I think Oklahoma should get in. I think A&M, I think is in the title game.
No, it's Georgia, Alabama.
Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my cav. This is what I'll say. If Alabama somehow wins that game, then they can get in. If they lose, they're gone. And then here's what I would say. If BYU loses and Alabama loses, BYU gets in. Because their only 2 losses would be to Tech. If Alabama wins and BYU loses, then sure we can put Alabama in as like 11.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Other than that, I would say like Alabama has to win, and BYU would have to lose. Like BYU would have to lose, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Georgia wins.
Right.
But in terms of SEC schools that should get in, Ole Miss and Oklahoma are the only 2.
Yes, agreed. Yeah,
and A&M, I guess, because A&M really was better than a lot of people thought.
Right, but I mean that kind of raises the question: like, are we talking 5 SEC teams in here? Like A&M, Georgia, Ole Miss, Alabama, or that's 4. Oh, Oklahoma, 5. Yeah, like
Oklahoma. The whole thing is, I think Oklahoma.
Should we have 5 though? 5 is crazy.
But here's my problem. This is my problem. Is where. See, it comes down to like I think Oklahoma and Ole Miss deserve a shot.
That's Oklahoma and Ole Miss, yeah. Which to me then it leaves Alabama as the team, the odd team out, right? Like
I would say Alabama's out unless they beat Georgia and BYU loses. But if they both lose, then
right.
BYU should be in. Because my whole thing is, I would say how my whole mental gymnastics is going to be what keeps BYU out versus what gets Alabama in. Because to me, in terms of record, Alabama's already a 2-loss team. Right?
They are. I think they are a two-loss team. Lost to Florida State the opening weekend and Oklahoma.
So here's my question: is what makes them better? The only thing that they get in, because that's the only thing, is I think they have to win the SEC to get in.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So it's like if they somehow win, they're in. That's the issue.
It feels like the BYU Alabama should be flipped right now.
Because the whole thing, because the only thing that could offset it, and I don't know if it'll happen, it might, is BYU beats Texas Tech and Georgia beats Alabama. Because then BYU gets the automatic bid and you can't keep Tech. I don't think Texas Tech deserves to be out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they've been really good all year.
So that's the whole thing. Is like that in that scenario, that might work, but then it would is BYU 4 then in that case?
Yeah, I think so. Because you would have Ohio State, Indiana, BYU, or Texas A&M, BYU, maybe. I don't know.
Because that's my whole thing. Is like, if you're looking at it from that point, you kind of have to figure it's that.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, though, it's one of those bits where it's like the committee could just do whatever the fuck they want.
They really can. And it's going to be funny, too, because the ACC is basically like screwed themselves with this. Well, and that I don't think that's the case, though, because it's Duke, Virginia in the title game. And from what I understand, that there's a scenario if Duke wins, ACC just gets no representation. Like, they'll take another non-Power 5 conference winner instead of the ACC.
BYU.
Well, I think it still has to be 5 conference champions. Yeah.
Well,
so it would be Ohio State, Georgia, the BYU, Texas Tech winner.
Because then the whole thing is then.
And then you're looking at like Tulane. Or maybe they count Notre Dame. I don't know.
Tulane was 12, because I know Tulane was technically 12.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
So Tulane and like whoever the Sun Belt winner?
Maybe. Yeah, so it would be like North Texas, James Madison. Like, these are the teams that are down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
right? So that's the whole thing. Is like I just don't know.
Okay,
but
so
the only thing is like it. I guess the thing that would piss me off if I'm looking at it objectively is right now it's just Big Ten SEC.
Yeah, it is.
And the whole thing is, I'm as you know, the guy I guess who has to care about the Big Ten. I would really rather have BYU in. Let BYU play these big teams. I think they could match them. I don't think there's a lot of teams that are going to be able to match them.
Right.
I think BYU Oregon would be a fantastic watch. Yes. I think BYU Ole Miss would be a fantastic watch.
Agreed.
That's my whole thing. It's like I would much rather see BYU have to play to the level of a Big Ten school like Oregon in Oregon or Ole Miss in Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
I would much rather see that. And I was like, well, what? They're gonna get their asses kicked. Then what? I'm like, okay, so you're telling me 3-loss Alabama couldn't have done that?
Right. Yeah.
Like if we're talking about like who deserves it, that's who deserves it.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And this is the guy who the Big Ten is going to have has at least 3 teams at least.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
The only thing would be is I guess hypothetically is they would get a very good bowl. Like they would get a New Year's bowl,
right?
Playing BYU, because I think one of the things early on is the Alamo Bowl, BYU USC,
right?
Which would also be a very good game.
It would, but also at this point, like, do the bowls really matter if the playoff exists? Like, to me, it's like, who gives a shit about the bowl games?
You know what's
if
funny?
The national championship isn't within reach. You know, like
this is how bad the BCS and all this stuff has made this into a mess. I'm to the
do you
point
miss
where
it?
Here's what I miss. This is what I miss. I miss the old way where it was everyone played their bowl game and then the writers just voted on who they thought was the best. I'd
Oh,
much
like
rather
back in
go
the
with
90s
go back
way.
to the 90s,
Yeah,
back to the
okay.
90s, early 2000s. Because all to me, when it's 12, I would be fine if it was just the top 12 and then
In like
your
ranking.
conference winners
Yeah.
in ranking. Then it's just
Oh.
like all you have to be is top 12. Make it easy. But God forbid we make it easy. We had to have this panel of old white motherfuckers from the South deciding who gets in, which I'm just like, no one wants this.
No, you're right. It should be, to me, it should just be straight out top 12. I don't even care about conference championships. Like if your conference, if the ACC sucks and Miami doesn't win the conference championship, who cares? You don't get in. Like
the only reason it works in basketball, because they want to try to do what they do in basketball.
Yeah.
The only reason why it works in basketball is basketball. You can have these runs where like they just go, and plus two, the conference title doesn't matter for like the top teams anyway.
No,
like,
it was because you have a field of 68 teams.
The whole thing is, it's like how often has like a number one seed lost in their conference tournament and it's done nothing.
Yeah, they still make the tournament as a 2 or 3 seed every single time in basketball.
Or they make it as a 1 seed anyway. It
right,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
I'd much rather have it that, or it's like I think the inevitable is they go to. Honestly, I think at one point they're just gonna go to the top 25 and shorten the schedule, and they just be like.
I mean, I
25.
At the very least, I don't understand why they stuck at 12. Like with the 4 buys, it seems weird. Just do 16. Then it's an even bracket. You get 4 extra teams in without any like extra games, like weeks of games or whatever. Like,
and plus two, I think it solves the issue too of like
absolutely
Tom fucking foolery.
Yeah.
Of
because like,
well, who's better? Because then if it was 16, if you're going by standings, that'd mean USC would be like the cutoff would be USC.
Well, it would be if you just did straight up top 16. Sure. If you did the current system, yeah, okay, yeah. USC would be the last seed. Yeah.
To be fair, I think that's probably fair. I would say they are probably the number 6 out of it. They would be in that, like they should be in probably.
Right. But even if you yeah.
I mean, big deal. You added. It's not like you change it that much. This week's matter the same. It's just there's no buys, and I'm pretty sure the guys might rather play anyway.
Well, especially because they get like a month off anyway. Why the fuck are we doing a buy anyway? Like it's not like the NFL where you go right into the playoffs the next week. It's like
because I think
games end this weekend and they don't play till the end of the month.
December.
Yeah, they get 3 months off, 3 weeks off.
Because the whole thing too is, and I think we saw it last year with this, was that I think 2 of the 3 lost, like who had a bye.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think that if they just said like everyone plays, because the NFL now only has the number 1 team has a bye.
Right. Which in the NFL, like again, in the NFL makes more sense because like you're going week after week after week. You don't get this break in the middle like you do college football.
Yeah.
Like
so I guess realistically, if they were just to extend it, it's not like anyone's gonna be like mad that there's more games.
Right.
Or I mean shit, do it as dumb as it sounds, you can always do what the NBA does and kind of like have like these like games that matter more.
Oh, interesting. Like, but I see what you're saying. Like, choose like 1 or 2 games per season per team, where it's like NBA Cup, where like maybe it has a higher weight or something. Like, choose a rivalry or
like a rivalry, or we keep saying like if they're gonna pull this shit of like, oh, your strength matters and shit, have it be like then have if you want it like. If you want to have it where like there's risk reward, like have it be that like BYU goes out and risks a couple points and they go play fucking Alabama or Alabama in Dallas or some shit. Like have it be some risk
where they're out of conference is like good competition.
Because that's the thing we were kind of talking about last year, where it's like how BYU Colorado got fucked out of it because fucking. Was it TCU lost or something? And it like
and then it ended up being Arizona State and TCU or something. It's like
and
what the hell?
Some dumb shit where it's like why? So because I remember making the comment, I'm like, so wait, BYU, who's like the second best team in this conference, doesn't get in because TCU can't get its shit together. What do you?
Right.
I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, it's
like because it's like one of those things where I'm like, then make these out of conference games matter. Like, have it be if you're a top, like, have it be if you're in a Power 5 conference, one of your out of conference game has to be against another top 25 opponent.
Yeah. I mean, that one, though, is tough because of the schedule ahead of time. You don't know who's going to be good. But I think you can make it so it's
From
like,
last
hey,
year.
it has to be
I would
okay
say,
from
I
last
would
year,
say
sure.
from last year, so it's like have like because
Or it has to be just from a Power 5 conference.
yeah,
Like
well that
Ole
too.
Miss
But the
played
whole thing
fucking
is
Citadel and Tulane
yeah.
and Georgia State
So
and
we
Washington
because the
State.
whole
Those aren't
yeah
good
because the whole
teams.
thing too is
Tulane's good, but
yeah the whole thing is though it's like you know what your conference schedule is usually ahead of time, so it's just figuring out like plug and play
right,
where somebody else is going to be and just work your buys in because it and plus two that works out really for USC because they play Notre Dame every year, so it's like they've been doing this.
They already have it. Yeah, they by default are playing a harder schedule
years.
than everyone else. Yeah,
We do this shit every year, but it's like I think because I would say the SEC gets away with this bullshit every year.
Yeah, Georgia played Marshall, Austin
12,
Pay.
Well, look at like I think Alabama
Charlotte
has done. Alabama's done this shit for years. Where like week 12 or something, they play like the fucking nunnery.
Yeah, Eastern Illinois, and then week 2 was UL Monroe. What?
Yeah, so
why?
like,
Why are those games even being played? Straight up,
because they give
like
money to the other schools.
I
Like,
understand, but like
I don't care if you have one, but it's like I think you have to have at least one out of conference. Like
play a preseason game.
like,
Then I don't understand why these are scheduled at all.
like-
It's a
like
waste
the
of time
NFL
for
does.
everybody. Yeah,
Like the Power Fives have to play each other.
Yeah,
Like or
straight up. Yeah.
every year it rotates. So like 1 year Big Ten SEC, they play all their out of
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Big 12 plays Pac-10 or something. Like
Mhm.
have it be like you want these losses to matter. That's how you make these losses matter.
Yes,
Is
absolutely.
they play each other straight up.
Yep.
And then that out of conference schedule comes into play where it's like, oh, they beat them.
Mhm.
Hell, have it be a neutral site game. Play it like a bowl game, so it's a mini bowl game at like week 6, 7.
Ooh, yeah. Well, it's kind of like how the MLB used to do like interconference week or whatever, where
like rivalry weekend, where
yeah,
it was like the intercity,
or it was like the one time a year the AL played the NL because nowadays they do it throughout. Same thing, but like 100%, they should do something.
It was like rivalry weekend or something where it was like hyped up, and it was like you played your alternate league rival.
Right. Yeah, they should 100% do the same thing. Yeah, choose like 2 weeks middle of the season. Those are your or 3 weeks, whatever. Those are your out of conference rivalry things. Yeah.
Like I said, for USC, they have it already because
with Notre Dame. Yep.
Notre Dame.
Absolutely.
We've been doing it for years.
Yeah. Colorado's not good enough to really have a rivalry like that. We usually play Colorado State is ours every year, but Colorado State's Mountain West, so like who gives a shit?
Oh, by the way, I think the funniest thing is that USC's or UCLA's interim coach is now the UCF coach.
Oh, is he really? Nice.
Yeah, he just up and dipped. I'm like, okay.
That's
alrighty. All right. I don't know why he got out of Dodge so damn fast.
All right.
I guess he knew something we don't know.
Right, yeah.
Like I said, I thought the funniest thing is Lane Kiffin going to UCLA would have been goddamn hilarious.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin going to LSU is funny. It's weird.
I don't understand it.
I mean, I get it. LSU's a bigger program.
To a point, I get it, but it's like at this point, does it make a difference, or you just sort of like you just want to go to I think it's a powerhouse thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the LSU matters when they're bad. Ole Miss doesn't matter when they're bad.
See, and I think too, he'll never admit it, but I think he's very bitter about how USC ended, and he wants to prove that he can do it.
Probably. Yeah.
At a traditional power. And the whole thing is like, I don't hate Lane Kiffin.
No.
It just wasn't a fit at USC because it was to the point where I remember with Kiffin, because it was like Sark, then Kiffin, and it was like, hey man, you gotta get away from the Pete Carroll tree. And I think he was sort of that last straw. And truthfully, I don't blame Kiffin for a lot of it. I think it was just the timing of everything was bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny how the schedule for college football is so screwed up. Like Lane Kiffin is like, I have to take this job now, otherwise it's fulfilled. And then Ole Miss was like, "Fuck you."
Like, no, that was the whole thing. Like, I
get it.
Why can't we do it the NFL? Why can't? I think this is, and I know that we do it in like pro sports. I'm like, we need to do it in college too, where it's like you can't talk to anyone until their season's over.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, well, and
because it sucks because I feel bad for Old Miss, where it's
absolutely.
like these guys who, and the whole thing is there's a player on Instagram
Hmm.
who he's a content creator. He transferred to Old Miss,
Yeah.
and he made the joke of like where it was like he's like, yeah, guys, we're so I'm glad to be here with you, and it's old like clearly like Lane Kiffin with LSU, and it's like the money's just too good to pass up.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm sort of like I kind of agree with Rex Ryan on this, where it's like it's not his fault. Like players leave all the time, coaches are going to leave too.
Yeah.
Like yeah, but it's like I think it would behoove college football to be like you can't talk to anybody until the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Until after the national championship. No, straight
Yeah,
up until after the national championship over. You
I
can't
think that
talk to
would be
anybody.
better.
Like,
I know it sucks for recruiting, and
well, and
that's
that's the thing is the
reason.
recruiting windows are so fucked up. Like, just move everything back a month or two. Like, there's zero
Yeah.
reason why the schedules are built the way they are, where they have to do all this stuff
Yeah,
before like
it's so
January.
stupid
Like, it's
because
stupid.
if I recall when I graduated, it had something to do with there certain marker dates you had to have, and for some bullshit, it had to be like or it was the first of the year before you even got in.
Yeah,
Because
it's
remember, like you remember when we were in college, we had to do all this fucking bullshit
all the paperwork
like
and
6 months
all that stuff.
before.
Yeah,
So I think that's the part of the reason is they have to do all this fucking like
but
the government side and all this other shit.
you're not
like,
telling me you can't make some exceptions for some college kids who are playing some sport. Like, come on,
bro,
like the paperwork
to
could be
be
done
fair,
in
it
do it in
can be
March.
no, I'm with you, but
Like,
the whole thing
what
is
are we
like
doing?
I know it doesn't matter to the athletes as much, but one of the biggest things is it's you have to get your spots for registration for all this other nonsensical
Oh,
bullshit.
I get you have to do registration. There's zero
So it's a
reason it
lot of
needs to
it's
be
just
done in December and January. There's zero reason.
oh,
I
I agree.
am
I think it should just be done in March.
yeah, like
Because I don't
with
think applications when are apps because applications aren't due
I
aren't
don't
due till what
remember.
usually February.
Yeah, like that and yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. It's crazy that they can't first of all, they should be able to streamline this process so it's not like
Yeah,
we're still in the 1970s. Like
I would much
what
rather
are we
have it be
doing?
where it's because I think it would be behoove everyone if they said like the new year starts the new year.
Yeah.
Like that would make everyone's life easy. It's like, hey, it's starting here.
Yes.
This is the new year. And then just go from there. So that everything can be in place. So then there's not this like fucking like pieces fucking moving because coaches are moving. It's like just leave it.
Right. Yeah. It's
And then don't do any commitments. There's no they're not, athletes aren't tied to schools. There's
mhm.
no commits. It's just sort of like, hey, I'm leaning or do a not like have it be a soft commit and just be like, hey, if Kiffin leaves, like, hey, I'm soft committed to you to Ole Miss,
Mhm.
but we'll see kind of what happens. But that's where I want to go because I like the coach. And then if he leaves, then he could leave. And then there's none of this like
Yes.
jostling of pieces.
Right. Yeah, it's man, it is such a fucked system.
Because that's the whole
that
thing
it's
is
in.
I think it sucks for the players.
Absolutely.
And mind you, I know people will blame Kiffin because he had to take the job. He took the job, but it's like, what the hell is Kiffin like? There's no winners in that situation. I know the players are upset that
Mhm.
he left. It's like it's not his fault.
No, he had to
Can't
take
do anything.
yeah, he had to like do it that like it was either now or take the job now or just don't. Like he
And
had
it's
to
not
take
fair
it.
to
It's
him.
not
I don't think
it's
it's fair
not
to
his
put him in that
fault.
situation. It's
Absolutely
like I
not.
said, I think it would be a lot better for the entire sport if they said you can't do anything till after the college football playoff.
Yep. I
If
think
you
I
want to talk
agree.
to a coach,
Yep.
if you want to talk to a coach on the squad, has to be after that,
Yep.
just like the NFL.
Yep. Straight up say, hey, this is the date, January 19th, national championship, January 20th,
Now,
good to
I
go.
will,
Have fun.
however,
Yeah.
and then if they want to be like, hey, you can have soft commits for coaches too, if they can't announce anything publicly, and you guys can't say anything either. It has to be done.
Maybe. I mean, I'm down for just no tampering. Just
Or
because
just
like
nothing, or just leave it.
because that's the thing is like even if you like allow coaches to talk but they can't announce anything, like the people in the administration are gonna know. Like they're gonna know that Lane Kiffin was and
the whole
you may
thing is,
still
though,
end up
too,
with this
it's like
scenario anyway.
yeah, and the whole thing is players will know anyway because there's so
Yeah.
many back doors and shit. Like we know,
Yeah.
where it's like
Yeah.
all of a sudden commit starts flipping schools. But
Yeah.
it's like I would say hard cap it until the end of the year because this
Yep.
it puts all of them in a bad position because then it makes the coaches who take these bigger jobs that are in the playoff or in a big bowl game look like assholes because they're doing what's best for them.
Which can't blame them. They should do it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's dumb, but it's a weird situation with this because it's not often that a top 10 team in the country going to a playoff, their coach leaves for another job before that playoff starts. So
It's not a situation. I mean, how often is the situation where it's is LSU like a traditional power
I think so.
or like a second tier traditional power where it's like how often does that job open up?
Yeah, I mean, not very often.
That's
Like,
part of it.
yeah.
Is you're sort of looking at all the other stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's at least a lot to talk about. So
It'll keep things interesting, but it's just
yeah, agreed.
I don't know. I don't. I guess I wish things would happen more like BYU, where it's just like, oh, the guy stays.
Yeah. Most other
But like I
schools
said, I
that
don't
never
blame 'em.
happens. Yeah, BYU is just a special, like a different scenario because of the type of school it is. That like
Yeah,
its traditional history is not really a football powerhouse. Like it's usually okay, fine enough for the Mountain West, but like,
Yep.
and then it moves to a bigger conference. It's actually pretty good. So I don't know. But anyway,
does.
we've been going for an hour 10, so I think we gotta wrap it up. I got nothing else.
I
got
got
it.
nothing either.
Cool. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week, Wednesday
You'll
for
probably
the
get more
same.
college. You'll probably get more college then.
That's true. We'll actually know who's in the playoff next week. So yeah. Thanks for watching.
We might be live Saturday if something crazy fucking happens. Who knows?
That's true. We'll see what happens.
I think the last game will be. I think the SEC game's the last game.
Is it the last game? Okay, yeah, I have no idea what
It might be the 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Let's look.
Let me look.
6 p.m. Duke, Virginia, Indiana, Ohio State. Both of them are 6 Mountain Time. So those are the
There's
last
some
two.
tomorrow too, right? Or Friday, right?
Friday, yeah. It's all of the mid-major. Not mid-major. It's not called mid-major in football, but mid-major ones.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh no, it's at 1. So the last game is Ohio State, Indiana's at 5.
Yeah, and then Duke,
And that
Virginia is
doesn't
at the
matter.
same time.
And we don't, and those really don't make a difference.
Probably not. If Virginia wins, they'll be in. But if Duke wins, who knows?
But
That's where it becomes weird.
The Big Ten doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see what happens.
All right. Peace out, everybody.